Hi, it's Hannibal. I wrote a thing down so I would not forget. I know that expression. I know the empty ring finger and the obsessive nature. That's the big secret. Got something, you've got something, you've got anything, you've got one thing. The reason normal people get wives and kids and hobbies, whatever, it's because they ain't got that one thing. That thing that hits them, the thing that hits them hard and hits them true. I've got magic. No, that's not entirely true. Magic is the vehicle. What I have is performance. What I have is my feet on the stage and my face pointed towards the crowd. What I have is the ability to speak and tell stories and communicate. I've got this. I've got the thing that I think about all the time. The next time my feet are going to be on the stage, the next time I'm going to face an audience and try to entertain them with the things I came up with in my mind. It makes me great. It makes us great, but it also makes us just slightly off of normal. Makes me great. Makes me the best. The best at being me. The best at telling my stories. And all I miss out on is everything else. No woman waiting at home with a kiss and a drink. My entire life, from the time I was around 6 years old, and my feet were placed on a stage for the first time, and the music came up and the curtains opened and I saw the people. And everyone else in my little dance troupe and my little dance recital stayed in a nice straight line. And my feet took me 3 or 4 or 6 feet beyond the straight chorus line. It put me up at the edge of the stage where I nailed my performance and I had the audience eating out of my hand, and I felt that spark for the first time, and it was premature. It was not yet even beginning to grow. But I heard applause, and it was for me, and it fed me, and it became what I thought about. And not long after that, I was in a play, and I had songs of my own to sing, and I got my time on the stage by myself in the spotlight. And the songs that I got to sing were silly, but meaningful to the play, to the story. And I started to write when I got a little older, and I wrote my own stories, and they were awful. They were contrived, and they were boring, and they were overly long or too far descriptive or something. But I wrote, and I got better, and I got better at writing, and I write well, and I speak well. I was in plays, I was in musicals, I was in stand-up comedy. And magic came along in my late 20s, and it provided the vehicle that has brought me to here, nearly 30 years later. My marriage didn't last that long. Fact is, I was a performer before we met. I was this before I got into that relationship, which I failed. I failed my wife. I failed my children. I have failed everyone who I ever dearly cared about. Not, some of them worse than others, but pretty badly. Which is why I'm here, and why I'm here alone. And I don't have anyone waiting for me at the end of the day, waiting to hear how things went, waiting to hear who I met, and what stories have grown since the last time we spoke. No cuddles, no snuggles, no hand to hold at the end of the day. Because of the choices I made. And the choices I made were the right choices. I belong on that stage. It's what I'm passionate about. It's what I dream about. It's who I am. It's where I'm going. It's where I've been. It's where I am. It's what I do. I create magic. I tell stories with playing cards. I travel through time with an ice cream pop in my hand. I bring strangers together with an origami fold, because that's my gift and I obsess over it. But I don't get the other things. And sometimes I'm bitter about that. And sometimes it's all that I want, and sometimes... Look, if you were going to be in a relationship with me, if you wanted a romantic moment with this man, the thing you'd have to understand from the very beginning is that you're going to have to share. And my first love is extremely jealous. Extremely jealous. And she's always going to win. I'm always going to go back to her. Being with me, being in a relationship with me, means that at the height of our best times together, when we are having so much fun together, when we are laughing and smiling and intimate and communicating and everything is gelling perfectly, you know, and you will always know that in the back of my mind, I'm waiting for the phone to ring so that I can go back to the stage. I am waiting for her to call. I am waiting for her to draw me away. And that if you ask me to make a choice between you and her, it is always going to be her. And in our most passionate times, in our most together times, on holidays, on gatherings, when I am with your family, I'm waiting for the phone to ring so that I can go somewhere else. And I will always, always answer that call. And that's really, really hard to live with. And I know this. And that is why I am here on a day that I had planned to be with someone else. I'm here by myself and I'm talking to you. Because the gift is worth it. And the stage is worth it for me. Other people, it's the family first. And I get that. And I'm so glad of that for you. My family had to share me. And they trusted me until they couldn't. And here I am. And I keep saying that, and I'm not complaining about being alone, except for sometimes like tonight, when I don't have the stage and she ain't calling. And I face a very long night of nothing. Then I tell my story into this lens, and I'm going to send it to you. And maybe you'll make fun of it, or maybe you'll try to offer me some condolence, or maybe you'll tell me how I've changed your life, and I'm grateful that my voice has been heard and that I've done something positive for you. Don't get that wrong. I am so glad that I have done something good for your life, or I've been a positive moment in your life. But man, I wish I was able to receive love in the capacity that I am capable of giving it out. So I'm going to study, and I'm going to sharpen my gift. I'm going to practice, and I'm going to write new things, and I'm going to create new stories. And I'll share them with you. Because that's what she gives back to me. I hope there's love where you are.